Hey everyone, this is James with WS News. So I want to talk about some rumors that have been floating around out there. I've seen a couple websites, a couple stories about Brock Purdy and his agent demanding too much money. So I've seen some numbers thrown out there like, oh, Brock and his agent are demanding $266 million. The contract is too big and Brock Purdy is going to lose his starting quarterback role on the Niners because they're asking for too much money. I don't think this is the case. I mean, even if Brock Purdy and his agent are demanding a high number, let's say 60 million a year or 65 million a year, if you look at the APY, or even this $266 million number, these rumors that are floating around out there, I don't think it really matters to the 49ers as much what the APY is or the total per year or maybe like the total overall amount of the contract, because the really important part is the guaranteed money. So yeah, you might see Brock Purdy sign some deal for like 250, 275 million, 300 million, whatever it might be. It doesn't necessarily mean that the Niners aren't going to agree to it. It all depends on the guaranteed money. If you look at like Josh Allen's recent contract, it may not be the hugest contract in totality, but if you look at the guaranteed money, it's insane. There's a ton of guaranteed money in Josh Allen's new deal. So I think it all, just depends on what is the guaranteed money. I wouldn't look at the total amount of the contract or maybe even the average per year or the APY. It really matters how much is guaranteed, how many years are guaranteed. Like sometimes teams will just throw out there these crazy numbers in this big contract, but maybe only the first or second year is guaranteed. And then the back end of the deal, it's all fake money or nothing's guaranteed. So it really doesn't matter. So, I don't think that the Niners and Brock Purdy are not going to get this deal done. I believe they will get this deal done. And I don't think it matters if the total number, the overall amount of the contract is 266 million, like these, rumors are stating. I think the Niners and Brock Purdy can still get a deal done. I don't know if it's going to be 65 million a year or more. I think it's going to be maybe high 50s, low 60s, somewhere in there. That's where the Niners and Brock Purdy and his agent are going to agree on this deal. But again, it just matters what is the guaranteed money, how many years are guaranteed, how much funny money is in that contract. I wouldn't look at that overall number and say, oh, well, Brock is, requesting 266. So the Niners are like, screw this, we're out, we're not going to do it. We're going to make him play out his rookie contract, or we're going to give Mac Jones the starting job. I don't think anything like that's going to happen. But I want to know, what do you think about it in the comment section? Do you think that Brock Purdy is coming in at this $266 million number? And do you think the Niners are like, screw this, we're not going to do it? Or do you kind of agree with the standpoint that 266 doesn't really matter? It matters how much is guaranteed, how much funny money is on the back end of this contract. So let me know what you think about it in the comment section. I appreciate you for taking the time to watch this, and I will talk to you soon.